Hello Taurus, my name is Amber. This is the January 2017 reading for Taurus Moon, Taurus Sun, Taurus Ascendant, the stellium in Taurus, any strong slant on Taurus, for Taurus in, sorry, got tongue tied. Any strong placement in your chart where Taurus is. So you could even have like Mars and Venus in Taurus, or you could have your North Node in Taurus. You could have loads of planets in the second house, which is ruled by Taurus. So take a look at your chart. Astro.com, I hope I'm allowed to say that, is a really good site that you can go to find out where all the planets fall inside your astrological birth chart, which is always really interesting. So if you don't know your moon, rising, and or even other planets and their signs, do visit that site. You'll find it quite interesting. But for your reading for January 2017, dear Taurus, we've got the High Priestess as the central energy for this reading, crossed by the Fool card. So it looks as if you want to move forward, but you're having to give a lot of thought to it. You may have to backtrack. I get the feeling that you may have to backtrack a bit. Like you want to move forward, but there may be some things that you haven't done yet. Or maybe you're moving forward with a lot more insight than you had before. So as you move forward, you're moving forward with some new knowledge, or some inner deep knowing. You may have even consulted a psychic or a tarot reader, or someone who's just really, really knowledgeable about something, that's been able to give you information or insider knowledge that maybe you wouldn't have been able to gather otherwise, which has either led you on a new journey or empowered you to take a step in a new direction, giving you that faith to move forward. You've got another very hopeful card here. You've got the Star card as to how you are subconsciously kind of thinking. So in your quiet moments on your own, I guess you could say, where the subconscious is allowed to reveal itself, you may find yourself looking very far into the future, and having this kind of overarching dream. So you're focused very much in January on the distant future, the very, very future. Sorry, the very, very distant future. So you're not so concerned about the now. And I think maybe the High Priestess has kind of let you know that with every new beginning, you're not going to reach your destination. You're not going to reach your destination on the same day. And I think you're fully aware of that. As a Taurian, you know that anyway, innately, that everything takes time. But I definitely can see that here. I mean, initially, straight away, I saw that the High Priestess was slowing down this fall for some reason. Either she's imparting more knowledge for you, you're getting more knowledge, so you can move forward more positively, more successfully. And with the Star card here, again, it's saying, okay, slowly does it, step by step. And I think you appreciate that there is step by step, but in true Taurian style, I mean, the Star card should really be the Taurus card as far as I'm concerned, because the Star card does talk about taking those small, every so often steps to and repeating the same things over it, like keep hammering away at something until you finally make that hole, that dent, that chip. You chiseled that thing into shape. So so yeah, definitely looking at the distant future, which is fantastic. That's a very positive card. And the star card as well, when it shows up, does suggest that you are, you know, and also with the high priestess and the Fool card, it's all about instinct and inner knowing. So yeah, definitely still waters are running deep with you this month. You're very much grabbing your dreams from deep within you to envision your future, and you're focused on that long-term goal. And you even see yourself here as the moon. You even see yourself, you don't even possibly understand yourself anymore. Like you don't actually, like you are acting very much out of intuition. You're acting very much on a dream, on what could be. So there's not much grounded energy in this reading anyway. So definitely very much in your head, very much focus on your dreams, not really knowing where you're going though, but just having this very far-fetched dream that may not actually reach fruition for years, you know? So you can't really see what's going to happen. And I think that's why you feel like the moon card. You're going through this phase of just having to kind of stay hopeful, stay faithful, almost hanging on to your dreams as a point of grounding for yourself. You know? Your dreams and your aspirations, your ambitions is what grounds you, I think, at the moment. That's what's keeping you on track. If something is pushing you off track, we do have the 5 of Wands as the overarching energy for the month. So that's almost like the overarching advice for most of your situations here, or most situations that will occur. So, you know, often with the 5 of Wands, you're fighting for things that you don't even know what you're fighting for. You know, sometimes you just get caught up in the argument and then you realize, what am I even arguing for? I'm just trying to argue to prove a point, to have the last word, to have my way, maybe. So I would say when talking to the moon and the star card that, and even possibly, you know, the entire reading, it is saying here that, yeah, you may need to remember what you're doing this all for. You know, what are you actually fighting for? Don't just, with the moon card, you could end up fighting for anything. Like you literally don't know which way's up. Nothing makes sense. The 5 of Wands asks you to try to make sense. What are you fighting for? You know, are you really fighting for something important here? Or are you fighting for something that's not so important, something that actually isn't going to serve you at all? So yeah, it is about knowing what you value and what you don't, and where you're going and where you don't want to go. And I think that's just deciding where you're going, I think, is really going to help you. So yeah, definitely that star card is grounding you, deciding where you're going, having that vision. The star card is doing that for you. So yeah, hang on to those dreams. They will bring you clarity. And having said that, we've got the Ace of Swords. That is the outcome, or the conscious thoughts that you're having, the outcome of your subconscious thoughts, which again does talk about clarity. So it looks like the star card is bringing you that clarity, is showing you exactly, is lighting the way for you. Where the moon maybe makes you feel unclear, the Ace of Swords does bring a certain amount of illumination to your situation, or to any confusion. So yeah, definitely I think the advice here is to remember what you're fighting for, and remember it's about that long-term dream that will give you the clarity that you're looking for. In the past, you've had the Seven of Wands, which shows that you've maybe had to put up a fight for your dreams, possibly. You've had to really figure out what you wanted, figure out what you're fighting for, again, defending an idea, or not so much even an idea, you're more defending a way of doing things. You're defending the way that you do things, even, which has led you to a place now where you may have had to do so much defending, and had to prove your point so much that you now are at a place now where you can actually act on the decisions that you've made in terms of you know, deciding on something, defending it, and now you're able to actually act and implement these things into your life. So you're taking that leap of faith now, because of possibly insight that you've got from somebody, or just your own intuition telling you that you need to move forward in this direction in order to get to the dream that you're looking for. You know, you need to defend your position and actually act upon it. In your near future, we do have the very charming Knight of Cups. So in your near future, you could be embarking on a new venture that you truly do love, that truly makes you feel, love, comfortable, contentedness. You know, the Knight of Cups in terms of feelings is very much the Nine of Cups feelings, but less giddy and more focused on a particular objective, more focused on a particular outcome. And it's also in a place of giving, feeling so full that you feel you can give, in terms of love. So you may feel very much like you want to extend an offer of love to somebody. You may feel like you want a new relationship. Or you may, as I said, it could just be a brand new beginning and you could genuinely love it and you could feel very content about it. You feel very much secure, and love, builds and wells inside you as you embark on this new path, or turn this new leaf in your life and start this new chapter in your life. How people see you as the Page of Cups, which is interesting. You feel to extend your love, and people see you as someone who is maybe quite new to love. Someone who, maybe someone who is quite new to love, quite innocent in love, innocent and honest. And I think as well, they may see you as someone as looking to make some sort of commitment in love. Your partner could look at you that way, like you are maybe a lot younger than them, possibly, because the Page of Cups is quite young. Or quite a young character in the royal court of the tarot deck. So, they could see you as someone who maybe is extending a lot of messages. Again, it's about messages. Again, they could just see you as someone very loving and very open and very honest, which is really sweet. Your hopes and fears is the Lover's card. So it looks like definitely going forward, this is turning out to be a love reading by the looks of it. But going forward, this decision that you've made, you're moving forward, new leap of faith you're taking in a particular direction, seems to be about a love relationship or love itself. You are looking to find that one to be in love, to have that connection. If not with someone else, within yourself, you're looking for that harmonious bond with someone that is almost spiritual. What that is spiritual, that takes you to that next level of happiness that not even, the Knight of Cups can attain. It's a heavenly blessed union. And I think you're looking for that soulmate. You may be fearing that you may have lost an opportunity with a soulmate, or that, that you might not get another chance. But we always have chances. There's over 7 billion people in the world. Half of those are opposite sex. If you're into the same, again, half of them are the same sex as you. So, you're never really out of choices. It's just about how you look at things. It really, really is. So, please don't lose faith. And I think the Fool card here is saying, again, don't lose faith. The Star card here is saying, yeah, please don't lose faith. Be positive. Remember your long-term goals. Focus on them. They will keep you grounded and show you the way. The Lovers card appearing actually in the reading full stop shows that there is possibly quite a significant decision you're making about a relationship, or there's quite a significant relationship occurring, and that's what this reading is about. And you're fearing that it won't come together. You won't get with this person that you're interested in, that you're offering your love to. There's definitely possibly even a very sexual connection here. You're quite sexually attracted to this person. So yeah, people very much see you as someone in love as well. So you seem to be really quite fond of this person. The outcome is the Four of Swords. So the outcome is, maybe with this 5 of Wands energy and the 7 of Wands energy that you've been dealing with, you're just taking some time out. You and your partner could have been arguing. It could have been a battle of wills between you and your partner, which has caused some bruising to your egos, if nothing else. Often the Lovers card is here to relationships full stop come about to often show us, chinks in our ego armor. They show us where we're too egotistical, and maybe we haven't developed enough of our ego. So definitely maybe some lessons there around that this month. Again, knowing the ego can sometimes make you think you're fighting for the right thing. Again, it's about knowing what you're fighting for. Is it a legitimate, honest fight? Or is this just to prove a point? Just to show that you're right? Just to have the last word? Just to show that you're good at arguing? I don't know. Whatever. This egotistical kind of proving of yourself can just wear you down after a while, I think. And I think it definitely seems to have worn you down, because the Four of Swords is your outcome. So there may be arguments that you're having with your partner. You just need a time out. You may be taking a break from your relationship. You could be waiting on a response. You could have offered your love to somebody and are now waiting to hear back from them as well. And it looks like come the end of the month, you may still be waiting. But again, just remember what you're fighting for. Keep your eye on the prize, the Star card. If you know that it's worth it and there is a true connection, then yeah, by all means, if you've got nothing else pressing, and you think that it is a genuine connection and you feel something, then the Star card is saying, okay, well, hold on to that. You might not see what's going to happen in the end, before the Moon card and the Four of Swords, that's your kind of outcome in a sense. And it's saying that, you're not going to know what's around the corner. You're not going to know the outcome. But you've put your cards on the table. You've extended your love and your offer of love. And now you just have to wait to see what happens. When you know what you want, whatever response you get back, you should be good with it, because ultimately you have an overarching dream, and hopefully that person will see that too. And again, if they don't, like I said, you have a dream, so stick to it. It could be, there's 7 billion people in the world, there could be somebody else if this person doesn't come back with a positive answer. But I don't see anything negative here, really, to say that it won't work out in any way positively. It just means that it may take a bit more time for a decision to be made for your partner. Or it might take a little bit more time for you to kind of regroup and kind of get over any hurt words that were said, or the stress of having to defend your point all of the time. I mean, you could read this reading another way as well. The High Priestess could be a person that you're starting new with. The High Priestess could be a Virgo or a Piscean lady. From a man's point of view, sorry, if a man is watching, it could be a Piscean Virgo woman that you're starting a new relationship with, that you've had to maybe really fight for. And you're offering your love to them. You really want to start something new with this person. You see a clear future with them, and to you, you're completely decided. You know exactly what you want. You want this girl, this woman, and someone that and she sees you as being totally in love with her as well, and she sees you as being quite innocent in love with her. However, you yourself feel quite confused and don't really know where it's going. And you might need to just take some time out and stop thinking about it. And the answers will come eventually. Okay, so we'll go ahead and look at the Oracle cards because we've hit 22 minutes now. So we've got the Serendipity card. I pulled these to talk about your love life. So serendipity, that's about good timing. Time for a nap, I think, is talking to the Four of Swords. Take some time out. A leg up. Help from those around you. Support from those around you as well. So you may now feel quite supported following the Seven of Wands energy. You may feel more supported now, or at least you've got someone to fight with you. The message in a bottle also came out. So again, that could be messages, and that could be talking to the Page of Cups about messages of love as well. Especially with the Lovers card being ruled by Gemini, and Gemini being about those short messages and communications, letter writing and whatnot. Again, it could be pertaining to loving messages being exchanged through the internet, through writing. Even in dreams possibly. So I'm going to go ahead and read from the book because we are going into 30 minutes. I don't know how I talk this much, really. So 18 for serendipity. So the essential meanings of the serendipity card is opportunity allied with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. So about timing, really, yeah. So if there are any relationship problems, it's probably more down to the fact that maybe it's just not good timing at the moment, and you have to wait for that answer patiently. And during that time, you take the time to stop thinking about it. Spirit has a plan, and that plan is to place you in front of the right person at the right time. You have met or are about to meet someone vitally important to your journey. Someone's spirit wants to bring into your life. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. It is out of your hands. Pay attention to the sign Spirit presents. Okay. Number 24. Time for a nap. Okay, sorry about this. So, rest, rejuvenation, and renewal. Temporary non-action, allowing dreams to arise. That's time for a nap, general explanation. The relationship message is when it comes to matters of the heart, don't make any plans right now. If you're not partnered, it's good to take this time out to get to know yourself. If you're involved with someone, relax and just be with your partner. This is going to be an uneventful moment in time. Don't force anything now. Allow things to flow naturally, and a beautiful renewal will take place all by itself. Patience is the key to your heart's desire right now. Withdraw from action in your relationship and give it a rest so your love and connection can become rejuvenated. So, for things to fall back into place, you basically need to back away and allow things to take their natural course. Again, that is in support of the serendipity. Again, there's not much you can do to control the situation. With the moon card, you do feel out of control, but it's saying stick with the four of swords, take your time, even go within. The high priestess card does talk about going within and sitting still, and again, non-action, that yin energy of receiving, and taking some time out. Number 34 is the leg up card, which talks about receiving help, delegating authority, and interdependence. The relationship message reads, relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need others as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you just as you are there for them. This is a time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs, and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust. You will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask and it is given. So it's about seeking that support from people around you. With the Seven of Wands, you may have felt very unsupported. Might have felt like you were the one kind of fighting and holding this relationship together. It's saying here that, no, you can actually ask your partner for that help. They're there and they will help. If this is about friends and family again, whatever you've had to defend or battle through on your own, you don't have to do that any longer. There are people around you that will help. So the last one is number 15, message in the bottle, which I found the most intriguing. So it says, communication, a sign, a Cladian, the ancient name for a spontaneous oracle delivered innocently by the speaker, pointing the way to your highest good. You can expect someone to favour you with positive news. This could be in the form of a letter, phone call, or email. You are the intended receiver of this message. Just stay open to what you learn. So stay open to what you learn. Only good will come out of it in the end. The signs are all there. So yeah, again, that's talking about timing, being at the right time. You're going to receive what you receive when you're going to receive it. And it will be at the right time. You're going to hear the right message. And the Four of Swords also talks about communication. Although it does talk about a halt in communication. Nevertheless, it's still a communication card. So you may very well receive messages, maybe in your dreams while you're dreaming, or gain clarity through your dreams, and more insight, especially with the High Priestess there saying that there is more insight to discover. You may find some answers through your dreams, through the non-thinking, maybe through meditation. Taking some time out, you may find a lot more answers to your situation. But anyway, that's approaching 30 minutes. I probably could talk a lot longer about it. If you'd like a personal reading, please do feel free to get in touch. I'd be more than happy to do a reading for you. Otherwise, have a fantastic January. Happy New Year. It looks like you've got a beautiful relationship in your hands, and it's just about taking the time to allow things to take their course.